certainly I'm going to look the other way. Bit of pressure now. Needle prick. How are you going? Surviving?
Oh. I'm Eli Pritchard.
I'm Paul, Eli's dad. I had a really bad accident 20 years ago when a rock fell on my head. I always wanted to take you to the Himalayas, Eli, but I couldn't see a way of how to do it safely on our own. And so when this trip came up, I had to jump at the chance. I was invited by Dr. Eddie Albert to guide a team of doctors and medical professionals to the Himalayas.
Me and Dad climb together a lot. I don't really notice his disability. He's a famous climber. Or at least that's what he tells me. I always help my dad. He's a hemiplegic after a climbing accident before I was born.
Oh, that hurts. I wish I was as carefree as you are, Eli, because I realise that I have to take so much care with every step to avoid injuring myself.
Arriving in Kathmandu was definitely an eye-opener. There was a lot of earthquake damage, more than I was expecting. Massive cracks in buildings and just gaps in these lines of houses. Like whole houses have disappeared.
What did you think to the Dipper Valley Festival?
It was mayhem. Yeah.
With a team of medics on hand day and night, if I have a fall, I know that you will be looked after and I will be in safe hands. I also know that if you get sick, we've got such a wealth of medical experience in the group that you'll be fine.
This is my first time in Nepal and my first mountain in the Himalayas.
Am I going to Lukla tomorrow?
You heard it here first.
And Eli's a bit nervous about it because it's a scary plane ride to the world's shortest runway or something.
I asked our head guide about his life.
We are from a village like Lukla or Solukhumbu. So I spent school life in Solukhumbu. Edmund Hillary built like 16 high school in the Solukhumbu district. I convinced my family to go Everest, but once it's enough, I think. It's not that difficult, so only the problem is icefall. It's more dangerous. Rest of the things is like just altitude.
Why have you come on this trip?
I've always wanted to come to Nepal my whole life, And then I knew that this group was getting together with a whole lot of like-minded people, and we were going to go up and see some of the medical rescue posts that Dr. Eddie Albert had set up a trip, and I thought I've got to get on board that.
After a week of trekking, we visited a high-altitude medical clinic in the village of Machermo.
And we pump this up to 2 psi, and at 2 psi...
I was shoved into a gam-off bag. A gam-off bag is a pressurised chamber that brings altitude down when you're in the bag.
Too fast and your ears hurt, you need to tell us, okay?
It can save your life in some circumstances. Right now, I am at 3799, and in Machermo, the altitude is 4,300.
3374.
3374.
So that's just below Namche Bazaar.
What?
Stop.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be getting up.
You're supposed to get up. I'm a cripple.
I'm a cripple round here.
Dad left a floater in the toilet. Dad said that this trip would turn me into a mature adult.
Okay.
No.
Have you found it hard or tough?
Yeah, so tough. It's been the greatest challenge so far in my entire life, I think.
It was also fantastic to reconnect with my brother and sister-in-law, Eli's uncle and auntie. Eli only gets to see those guys once in a blue moon because they live on the other side of the world.
Dad said climbing Gokuri was like your Everest. Can you tell us why?
I suppose we all have our own Everest in life, everybody does. But for me to hopefully get to the top of Gokuri tomorrow will be something pretty special.
You see Everest? So I'm going to put my foot there.
That's it. No more film left.
This is your first summit in the Himalayas, Eli. What do you think?
It's good.
It's good, yeah.
It's amazing. over and out, guys. Make sure to hit the bell and subscribe.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how painful has the filmmaking process been so far?
9.5.
9 out of 10.
What's been the most painful bit?
Doing it with you.
Touche.